Hey guys, Predzilla here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be talking about some more Godzilla figure news. Jumping right into it, the first thing that we have for today is that we have new information on the SHMA Monster X. It is revealed that the figure comes with a pair of extra hands as the only accessory that this figure comes with, which is a bit disappointing, but it is what it is. I really only care for the figure itself anyways. The Japanese release is September 2022 for $94, but the US release is November 2022. The US price is $130, which is not ideal. But fortunately, the price does vary from $115 to $130, depending where you pre-order. So that is good. I had originally theorized that the price was going to be $110. So, I mean, depending where you pre-order, I'm not entirely that far off. But $130, I think, is a bit much. I mean, compared to the SH Monster Arts Gigan 2004 Final Decisive Battle version, that one is $150, and it comes with an insane amount of accessories, which the original Gigan 2004 was $95. That is a significant difference between the original Gigan 2004, which itself comes with a decent amount of accessories, compared to the Monster X for $130, again, depending where you purchase, that comes with only a pair of extra hands. Come on. But I digress. I just think the price is a bit much. Either way, I'm still going to be trying to get this figure, but obviously there's no guarantee. Anyhow, if it wasn't obvious, the figure is available for pre-order. However, some US retailers do not have them up yet, so Amazon as well as a few others do not have Monster X up yet, but if you keep on checking, it'll be up there eventually. And if not, then, well, that's just unfortunate. But out of that, we have that the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2004 has released in Japan, which means we now have a look at the box, which does look pretty cool. It is the classic slash box, so there's that. Nothing really too crazy to say about it. I am still looking forward to trying to get this figure, because I do definitely want to get this one because of obvious reasons. Godzilla 2004 is one of my favorite Godzilla designs, so why wouldn't I? Also, it seems like this figure has fantastic articulation from what I've seen on social media. I haven't watched any reviews of the figure yet, so I don't know for sure. But I've seen it in a lot of crazy poses, so it does look like it has some pretty dang fantastic articulation, which I will be looking forward to. If I do get this, I probably won't be getting it until the summer. So I'll probably end up buying it off of Amazon because the Amazon release is in July. So it just would make more sense. And I would imagine it's probably sold out on most other websites by then. Maybe. I really couldn't say. Obviously, because I cannot see in the future. But next we have, and what we have next is probably my favorite thing that I'm going to be talking about for this video, is that we have new HiyaToys Godzilla 2021 action figure revealed. This is what I wanted. When HiyaToys announced that they were doing Godzilla vs. Kong products, this is what I was expecting, not the statues that they first announced. I was very disappointed when they announced those. I mean, don't get me wrong, they looked cool, but I am more of a articulated figure kind of person and less of statues that don't do anything but sit there. Nothing against anyone that likes collecting statues, because, I mean, if I had a statue, I wouldn't, like, argue. I wouldn't be like, oh, I don't want to take it back. I mean, if you're going to get me a statue, give me a statue. I don't care. But in my own choice, I'm going to pick a articulated figure over a statue. But this is what I wanted. And also, my prayers have been answered. This figure is 7 inches tall and not 4 inches tall. Like most of the HiyaToys figures that I know of, mainly the Predator ones, which are around like 4 to 5 inches tall. So I was afraid that HiyaToys was also going to make the Godzilla figures 4 to 5 inches tall, and they wouldn't be in scale with any of the Godzilla figures. Thank God they didn't do that. I mean, it's still not going to be very well in scale because the SHMA Monster X figures and the NECA figures are about 6 inches tall. So this is still not very well in size compared to those figures, but taller is better than shorter, which, now thinking about that, is a pretty common stereotype in, like, the dating world, so. But I'm not going to get into that, because that's not Godzilla related. Anyways, this figure, another thing that is fantastic, it comes with 26 points of articulation. Compared to the NECA Godzilla 2019, that comes with 25 points of articulation. So this is 1 articulation better. I believe the SH Monster X Godzilla 2019 has 26 points of articulation as well, but I cannot 100% confirm that. Either way, this is great news, because highly articulated, yes, that is what I want. For the figures, articulation is the top priority for me, so it having a lot of articulation it's an A+ for me. However, this figure is only exclusive to China, or like a specific part of China. I don't know which. I think it's like mainland China, midland China, something like that. But it's not like entirely exclusive to there, because you can import it. You just have to find the right Chinese website, which I have no clue which website would have this. Any Chinese website. I don't even know any Chinese websites in general, so I cannot help you there. Also, there is no US release yet, and hint on why I say yet, but I'll get more to that here in a sexy second. But a good thing is that the figure is available on Big Bad Toy Store for $50. The Chinese price is $40, which is a great price. The SH Monster X Godzilla 2021 is $67, so this is $17 cheaper. And for what it looks like and the articulation it has, chef's kiss. And that makes me excited, because that means for the future figures that they make, they're going to be relatively on the cheaper side. I mean, not all of them will, depending on like the character, because some characters are larger than others, but that'll mean, like, say if an SH Monster X figure is $120, then the HiyaToys version will probably be maybe $80, but there's no guarantee. HiyaToys may end up making their figures higher priced, which would be a shame, but it all depends on how this one is going to be perceived, because obviously it hasn't released yet, so we don't know how great it actually is. But if you heard me correctly, HiyaToys is looking to do more MonsterVerse figures. Obviously, they're going to do Kong. That is the next one that I'm expecting them to do. That should have been a no-brainer, since they're doing Godzilla vs. Kong products. So the next one's going to be Kong, and they might do a Mechagodzilla and possibly some other MonsterVerse Titans. I would assume that they probably would do Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah, and maybe some of the other Titans. That would be great, and I think that would actually do HiyaToys well, because no other company has made highly articulated figures of the other Titans, so I think those would sell pretty well. But I could be wrong. Not only is HiyaToys doing MonsterVerse figures, they are also looking to do Toho Godzilla figures, which overall just makes me so excited. I'm really excited to see what HiyaToys has in store for us. I really can't not wait, if I'm being completely honest. But I will say, because some are saying that the HiyaToys Godzilla figures are going to be better than NECA and even SH Monster X. NECA, maybe. SH Monster X, most likely not. But hey, there's no really saying. The figure hasn't released yet, so there's nothing we can determine yet. Because if we get this figure, it could have major QC issues. We have no clue. But I do have faith. In my opinion, going off of the images for what we have, overall, and I hate to say this, but goodbye NECA and hello HiyaToys. This figure looks fantastic, and frankly, it looks better than the NECA Godzilla 2019, since they didn't do 2021, obviously, so I have to compare it to the 2019. Articulation, I'm going to have to give it to HiyaToys. HiyaToys looks like it has better articulation. Obviously, there's no way to confirm that yet, but HiyaToys, for at least like in the neck, has better articulation. So maybe it has better articulation in some other areas as well. The paint, I'm going to have to say it is a tie, because I like the paint on both of the NECA and the HiyaToys, as well as the sculpt. I'm going to give a tie because the sculpts look relatively equally as good. But comparing the HiyaToys 2021 to the SH Monster X 2021, but there's, like I said, no real saying yet, so maybe we'll be surprised and the articulation for this figure is fantastic and maybe better than the SH Monster X. We'll just have to see. Paint-wise, HiyaToys is better than the SH Monster X for the Godzilla 2021 figure. I do not like the paint job that much for the 2021, so I'm going to have to give it to the HiyaToys, which I do like the paint job for the HiyaToys, as I mentioned before. Sculpting, SH Monster X. There is no competition. Comparing these two based off images, the SH Monster X has significantly more details than the HiyaToys, so there is no competition. SH Monster X wins by sculpt. But another thing I will say, going back to the paint for the 2021 HiyaToys, I also think is better than the SH Monster X Godzilla 2019, because the 2019 is just kind of like a bland charcoal black, and that's basically it, while this has like a lighter gray with a kind of brown and orange dry brush to it, which I think looks fantastic. And that is the similar thing to what the NECA Godzilla 2019 has, which is why I like that paint job as well, and also why I like that paint job better than the SH Monster X Godzilla 2019. But I still obviously like the SH Monster X Godzilla 2019 overall as a figure, because of better sculpt and better articulation and all that kinds of stuff. But before I continue on, I want to mention that HiyaToys is considering, and I don't know the full details about this, but they are considering on doing a US release. They are looking into doing a US release for this figure, because from what I've heard, they were blown away by the positive feedback for this figure, which is well deserved because this figure looks fantastic. So they are looking into it, and I'm hoping that it does go all well, because then that would make it easier for others to get the figure, because obviously not everyone knows about importing the figure, and other people prefer purchasing figures off of certain websites, so they might not want to get it off of Big Bad Toy Store. Maybe they would want to get it off of Awesome Collector or Ignite Media or Amazon or eBay or wherever they would want to get it. So that would just give it a more availability, and I think it would be the right choice because I think it would sell very well. We'll just have to see what happens. But finally, out of that, because we talked about that for a while, and because like I said, I had a lot to say about it, and it's my favorite part of this video. So jumping out of that, we have a new X Plus Giant King Ghidorah 2019 revealed, which looks great. I would very much like to have this, though prefer action figures. I wouldn't be against having a very well detailed statue as this. Wink wink to anyone who wants to buy me one. No, but we have no information on this statue as of now. And that is gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.